Hello everyone, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with a reading that I'm going to be calling Twin Flame Triggers, Temptations, and Triumphs. So this reading is specifically for those of you who know that you are on a twin flame journey, and certainly for those of you who feel you're identifying more so with a soulmate bond, you could certainly benefit from this reading as well. But I am mostly focusing on those of you who know that you are on a twin flame journey. So let's go ahead and get started and see what comes through here today. And again, all signs, it's timeless whenever you're guided to tune in here and watch, and hopefully you'll benefit from the messages that come through here today. General reading, as always, guys, it's not going to resonate with every single person tuning in. So please do take from it whatever makes sense for you, your situation. Don't try to make it fit, just let go what doesn't. And if you're interested in your own personal private reading, all of that info is down below in the description box. I'll have a link to all of the creators that have created card decks that I'll be using here today. Okay guys, so let's get right into it. I wanted to first choose some potential signs for those of you who are tuning in. And in case your person's sign doesn't pop up, that doesn't mean that you can't benefit from this reading. These are just the signs that definitely want to be communicated at this time. All right, guys, let's take a look and see what that is. Angels and spirit guides, please bring forward whatever messages need to come through here today. So let's grab some signs here. We've got Sagittarius coming through. We have Scorpio. Let's grab two more. We have Aquarius, guided to this one, and then we have Capricorn. Okay, so 4 specific signs that are coming through here. Definitely check your person's sun, moon, rising, Venus. Any of those could apply. And again, if your person's sign doesn't pop up here through these 4 signs, that doesn't mean this reading cannot resonate with you. Okay, I was just guided to pull some specific signs this time around. And I also wanted to get some letters that might be either a part of your name or a part of your person's name, just to customize this reading a little bit more. So we'll grab a few from here, and as always, take it with a grain of salt. This is ultimately just a general reading for the collective. We'll grab a few here. We're starting off with D. We have P, E, we have a K, we'll grab a few more. We have O, A, a couple more. We have a V, and last one, we have a W. All right, so those are some specific letters that you could focus on for this reading. If any of those letters are in your person's name or your name specifically, there might be some major significance to the messages that come through here today. All right, so we're going to use these 2 card decks as the focus messages. We're going to start off with What the Fuck is the Problem by Fire Witch Tarot, and then we'll grab a message from the Confessions of a Runner deck by Angelic Revelation 144. All right, guys, let's do that. Angels and spirit guides for all signs, twin flames, triggers, temptations, and triumphs. This particular deck might certainly be a trigger. So let's take a look and see. Angels and spirit guides, please, for whoever needs this reading at this time, whatever messages come through here today. Get out of bed. Social media has you stuck. Okay, so for those of you who are just saturating yourself too much on your computer, on your phone, watching your person on social media, especially if there's drama going on in your partnership, if you guys are in separation, things are not going well, this is a part of the problem. Okay, you got to focus on your own life, your own surroundings, what's going on with you, rather than being too saturated on social media just checking things out there. And certainly with everything going on throughout the world, there's not a whole lot of good news on social media. So, you know, don't be stuck in bed just saturating yourself with all of that stuff. That's one trigger perhaps that's coming through for some of you. All right, if you're dealing with a twin flame who is specifically a runner, let's take a look and see. We might grab more than one from this deck here. Angels and spirit guides for whoever needs these messages. All right. If you're dealing with a runner, who's the runner here? Who's the runner and who is the chaser? I don't know if I can trust you. I don't know if I can trust myself not to fuck up. So we've got some trust issues going on here, guys. That's what's coming through. That's a part of the issues, that they're having trouble trusting you, trusting themselves, just overall trust issues is what's coming through here. Okay, so let's get right into this. Let's start off with the Pining Rose Volume 2 Twin Flame Ascension Oracle. This is by Calico Moon. Angels and spirit guides, please. For those who are in need of these messages at this time, especially those who are on a twin flame journey, let's take a look and see what triggers, temptations, and certainly triumphs. Triumphs, if I can speak. Okay. Let's take a look. But yeah, get off social media. Don't saturate yourself there. And we're dealing with some trust issues here. Subconscious. Okay, this could either be you, the viewer, or the person that you're focused on coming forward with that vibe. And then we've got solitude here. So more than likely you guys are in separation, which is why we've got triggers and trust issues, and you're checking each other out on social media. And whatever is in the subconscious might be buried down deep there. And so we're going to have to try to uncover what's going on there. This to me too is very similar to the energies of the Hermit card in traditional tarot, which is picking up off of Virgo energy. If some of you guys are either Virgo tuning in or you're focused on a Virgo, this could be somebody who's alone, certainly, but they could be lonely also, a loner and lonely. Somebody who needs to just spend some quiet time by themselves to figure things out, knowing that there are decisions that need to be made, but perhaps unable to make decisions. So it's all about introspection and reevaluation and just trying to figure things out for yourself. So if this is you, the viewer, who's feeling that you're tapped into this energy, then it's picking up off of that vibe. It could also be the person that you're focused on. If they just want peace and quiet, if they just want to be left alone, if they need to just have distance, to focus on themselves, to figure things out for themselves. But ultimately, what I do love about the Hermit card is that it allows two people to come back together. There might be distance between the two of you right now, which is why you're checking each other out more than likely on social media. And part of why you're not together might have something to do with these trust issues that are coming forward from that card. But solitude energy from the Hermit is also the capability of working through whatever those triggers and temptations are, to be able to work through all that and come back together. We do have pull. You're feeling drawn to your twin flame. Twin flames often are drawn back to each other. And twin flames are often going through this separation journey. And if you are in separation, if you do resonate with that, that's because there are lessons that need to be learned during this time of separation. You both have those lessons to learn. so that you can come back towards each other as two whole people rather than two broken people trying to work on a broken relationship. You have to have done the work on yourself. And some of you guys need to go through that shadow work on your own. This is something that ultimately you both need to do. There's healing that's needed here. There's this chaotic energy that's coming forward here. So where is this chaos ultimately coming from? And that, of course, is different for every person tuning in. Is chaos due to outside influences? Is chaos due to you guys not being able to trust each other? Is chaos due to third parties, infidelities, drama, money matters, outside influences, other people's opinions? There's so many things that could represent this chaotic energy. So our goal here is to get rid of that chaos so that you guys can actually be triumphant in this relationship. But for now, we have drifting. So two people drifting apart. Two people that are just floating along and not able to really come together at this time. We do have unlocked coming through. And as you can see, there's a key right here. You might actually hold the key to this person's heart. Whoever it is that you're focused on, you hold the key. And if their heart is closed off to you right now, because of trust issues, because of chaos, because of drama, you might just have to wait for the right opportunity to be able to use that key to open up their heart to the possibility of starting over. Present moment coming through here. Very important to be focused on the now. You know, sometimes when we're so wrapped up with what happened in the past, we're kind of stuck there. And then it overwhelms us. It's like, how the hell am I going to fix that? I don't know how to fix that. So then for some of you, you create your own chaotic vibe within yourself. In your own head, it's like, oh my God, what am I going to do? Then you trip yourself up, you know? So what do? You hop on social media, and some of you guys might end up seeing things you don't like. When it comes to your person, part of that trigger might be that they're seeing somebody else, or that they're being tempted by somebody else. And of course, some of you guys might actually be seeing your person and their life is actually going along pretty good. And that triggers you too. It's like, damn, you know, they've moved on without me. They're actually happy without me. And then it triggers you even further. We have dream world coming through here. So you, the viewer, might certainly be dreaming about this person. You have particular dreams tied into this connection. We have truth coming through. If that contributed to the trust issues, because the truth was not spoken, the truth was not dealt with, or the truth was withheld either from you, the viewer, or you withheld it from them, the truth has to come out. It always does. We have confusion, which could be contributing to this chaotic energy for some of you. And here we are again. Look at this. Social media. Get off social media. It's not helping. Get out of bed. Social media has you stuck. Go out there and live your life. Don't be stuck in bed looking at what's going on with them, who they're seeing, what they're doing. Go live your life. Get out there and live. Okay, so let's add to this. Let's see what else we need to tap into here. All right, let's grab some insight from Mystic Moon's deck here. I believe she renamed this deck. On here it says Mystic Moon Oracles, but I believe she calls it Twin Flame Oracles now. I don't quote me on that, but I do absolutely love this deck. I use it often. So let's see what else, guys. When it comes to your twin flame connection, what are the triggers? What are the temptations? What are the triumphs here? We have winter coming through here. Something of significance could have happened between you and your person during the winter time, certainly, because it is a season. But this is also indicative of frozen energy. It's cold or frozen in time. And maybe for some of you in your subconscious, you're stuck with thinking about what is frozen in time when it comes to your connection. A love connection that's frozen in time, trying to remember when times were good. It's like, I want to freeze that part of our relationship. That's the moment I want to freeze because it was good. And after that moment, everything just fell apart. So, what is it that you are focused on when it comes to your person? Is it frozen? Is it cold? Is it stagnant? Or did something happen during the winter season that you're still remembering? Whether that's a painful memory, whether that's a good memory, is it triggering you? Does it make you happy? Is it a good one? Is it a bad one? We have mute coming through here. So it's falling right next to solitude. Somebody who is in solitude isn't doing a whole lot of talking, because this is introspection. You're going within, trying to figure things out, just wanting alone time. And part of that alone time is not a whole lot of verbal communication with each other. We do have this awakening. Perhaps for my masculines, we do have a masculine figure in this particular photo. My masculines could be going through this awakening, realizing and waking up to the possibilities of why they can't seem to forget about the feminine. It's like, why do I still think about this person? Why am I still checking them out on social media, even though we're in separation? Why can't I forget them? Why can't I get them out of my heart space? These are all thoughts that came to the surface. No longer in the subconscious, it's in the surface now. You got to feel it. You got to deal with it. Why are you still feeling drawn to this person? And I feel for my masculines, these could be some of the thoughts that came to the surface. Can't ignore it anymore, you know? And this gives us an understanding of why things may have been really chaotic. We've got the third party coming through. A third party came in and created drama, created chaos, created confusion, created trust issues between two people who were doing just fine. And here comes this third party, and they fucked it all up. Some of you need to work on this, the shadow work. Healing those behaviors that may have ended up contributing to that third party situation. Healing emotional wounding. Healing those limiting beliefs that you may have stuck in your subconscious. That's where the blocks are, and it needs to be dealt with. But we do have ascending, okay? So there's a potential for ascension here between you and your twin flame. After this shadow work has come to completion, perhaps part of this ascension is being able to use this key to unlock your person's heart so that they could be open to falling in love all over again, be open to coming back together, reconciling. And in the present moment, what we have are regrets. And these regrets are tied into all of those triggers. From the Awakening card, the Shadow Work card, and the Regret card in this particular deck, we do have masculine energy represented from that. But of course, if that's reversed for your situation, take it for how it makes sense for you. I'm just feeling here for the majority that it's my masculines here who need to do this shadow work, who have regrets over how things played out in this connection. And it's been quite challenging. So let's add some tarot to this. Angels and spirit guides for all signs, for whoever needs these messages in regard to your twin flame journey. The triggers, whatever temptations you guys had to deal with, and some of those temptations are third-party situations. But let's see if we can bring up more so the happier stuff here, the triumphs of this relationship. Can you overcome all of this? Angels and spirit guides, please, for all signs, for whoever needs these messages. Look at that. The Two of Cups is a divine partnership. Okay, so that's water energy. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We already have Scorpio, of course, represented right there. This is a divine partnership, guys. The attraction between the two of you, it's still here. That's why you're feeling so pulled towards your twin flames direction. We have the Page of Wands here, which is fire. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. And we do have Sagittarius. That was the first sign that came through here. This Page of Wands is all about excitement and curiosity. They're all about exploration. Their freedom. They enjoy their freedom. And pages deliver messages. So this could also be a text or a phone call from this person reaching out, possibly with an apology, to start talking, if you're even open to that. But I feel for some of you, you're not. We do have that mute card coming through right there. You know, they might call you, but you might not accept their call or their text, or however this communication comes in. But I feel it'll be really difficult for you to resist it anyway because of this curiosity that's tied into that. It's like you want to know. It's like, why are they calling me? Did they miss me? Do they love me? Are they calling me to apologize or to explain themselves or to whatever? You've got the Two of Cups right next to it. They're certainly still drawn to you. We have the Temperance card here, which again is Sagittarius. First sign that came through. If your person has Sagittarius in their chart, or if they are a Sagittarian, or you are, then these messages are definitely picking up off of your vibe here. The Temperance card, it's all about restoring harmony, balance in a situation, and definitely healing. Because with all the triggers coming up here, healing is definitely needed. But it's also letting you know that you got to have patience, because this type of situation is not going to recover overnight. So whether you're not ready, or your person's not ready, or you both aren't, it's going to take time. But the beautiful part of the Temperance card is that it is a possible reconciliation. It's a possible reconciliation here, guys. If you're open to that, if you guys can overcome the challenges of your relationship, then absolutely. You can make it through. That's a part of the triumph here. We do have the King of Pentacles coming through. Earth energy, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. We do have Capricorn that came through. So this king is coming through here to be able to offer my feminines a stable life. And things were out of balance before, I feel. Especially with this third party in the mix. This King of Pentacles is going to do what he needs to do. Willing to take that risk to be able to fix what's broken here. We have the Page of Swords coming through also. This is someone who's very much in their thoughts, thinking about what it is that they need to do in order to make this all work out. So I feel here, part of the reason why our Temperance is letting you guys know you got to have patience is because if you're not hearing from this person quite yet, that's because they're not ready. They're thinking about it. They're going through that awakening process. But remember, they've got a lot of regrets. They might even be afraid to reach out for fear of rejection, or that you might not even want to talk to them. That's where they're at. That's where our Page of Swords is at. Just thinking about it. We've got the Ten of Wands. Heavy burdens. And clearly, either you're carrying all of these heavy burdens attached to what happened here, or your person is, or you both are. And it's important for each of you to take responsibility for your own actions and how things ultimately fell apart in your relationship. But you can't carry their burdens along with yours. You've got to deal with your own stuff. You got to do your own shadow work, and they need to do the same. We've got the Nine of Swords coming through here. So some of you guys might be losing sleep over this, feeling very anxious, depressed, having nightmares, staying up late, losing sleep over this, might be having some insomnia here. Chaotic energy, confused energy, saturating yourself too much on social media, having bad dreams about it. It's all a part of that vibe. And my feminines, you're coming through as the Empress here. For my masculines tuning in, this could be the mother of your children. And the Empress is a beautiful energy because it's all about manifestation, growth, abundance, security, success, sexual pleasure, certainly, promise of a future success. So there's our triumph right there. The potential to overcome third-party situations, the potential to have trust restored in a relationship, you guys can overcome this. We have the Nine of Pentacles, which is more earth. So for my feminines, especially, what I'm feeling here is that you might want to just be independent right now, just doing your own thing. It is right next to our Divine Feminine Empress card. So I'm feeling more so from my feminines, if you feel the need to just have some downtime, some alone time, honor that. Because what you guys have been through here has not been an easy journey. You can have ascension with your person, yes, but the timing has to be right and work has to be done on your end, on their end. So divine timing is at play here. I feel. We've got quite a lot of earth coming through here. We've got the Four of Pentacles now. This is a scarcity mindset with this particular card. This is the need for stability, for security, and I feel perhaps there was a time when you didn't have that in this connection. But remember, with the King of Pentacles coming through here, with that stable energy represented on that particular card, I feel especially my masculines are now ready to be able to create balance, create stability in the partnership, to be able to build a much stronger foundation for the relationship to stand on. We've got the Seven of Pentacles, so we have even more earth energy. We already have Capricorn, but that could certainly include Virgo and Taurus here. This particular card is all about reevaluation. It's working hard for what you want. It's perseverance. It is diligence. It's knowing what you want, focusing on that and making it happen. And ultimately, the focus of this particular reading is how can you get to the triumph after all of the triggers, after all of the temptations, which here includes a third party. How can you get past all that and be triumphant in this partnership? And that simply will take time, but the potential for reconciliation is here. We have the King of Wands, a visionary leader, fire energy once again. This person leads from the heart. They inspire people to dream bigger, to do better in their lives. And I feel for my masculines, you're ready. You're ready to step up to the plate and be the right kind of partner that your person needs you to be, that your Empress, your divine feminine, needs you to be. You guys have certainly been through hell and back, trials and tribulations, that Nine of Wands, even more fire energy there. But you're resilient. You're not going to back down. You're going to take one last stand to see if this can work, to see if all of the effort that you pour into it can actually result in the two of you working on this partnership. And I really feel it'll work out. Victory. Six of Wands. Success. Recognition. Victory. There's our triumph. You guys can overcome this. Has it been an easy journey? No, absolutely not. It's been difficult. There have been trust issues. There have been third-party situations. There have been betrayals, secrets, lies, infidelity, broken hearts, hurt feelings. But here we are. Success. Recognition of the very special bond that the two of you share. Amazing. All right. And I'm running out of room on my desk. All right, let's add some romance angels to this. Angels and spirit guides for all signs, for whoever needs this reading. Twin flame triggers, temptations, and triumphs in love and romance. What else needs to come through here? Angels and spirit guides, please bring it forward. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectation. And when you met this person, whoever it is you're focused on, perhaps it kind of surprised you that they were unlike anyone else that you've ever met. And as I stated in the beginning, even if you don't identify with a twin flame connection, we do have a reference to soulmate coming through here. So take from this reading whatever makes sense for you. This is somebody who might be of a different ethnicity from you. They might be somebody that's got a very different personality from what you're used to, different upbringing, different features, but they're perfect. They might not be perfect for everybody out there, but they're perfect for you. We have express your love coming through here. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. And I feel, especially my masculines, will take it upon themselves to make that romantic gesture when the time is right. And here we are. Reconciliation. A reunion. Coming together of two people who just want a second chance to love each other again. Amazing. All right, guys, I wanted to pull some dialogue messages for you and your person. So let's do that. This is one of my favorite dialogue decks. You Have My Heart, Soul Lovers in Separation by Angelic Revelation 144. Take from these what resonates with you. We'll grab a few. Angels and spirit guides, please, for all signs. Twin flame triggers, temptations, and triumphs. What is it that you guys want to say to each other? All right, let's grab the bottom of the deck. Here we are. What do we have? Okay, first one. I admire you. I care about you. I trust you. I respect you. And I love you unconditionally. You are my true love. And I'm happy to see I trust you. Because I really feel here there were issues when it came to trust. And again, going back to this message that came through earlier, I don't know if I can trust you. I don't know if I can trust myself not to fuck up. But this person has evolved. And they're coming through here to let you know that the trust is here now. And it goes both ways. The admiration, the love, the trust, the respect, it goes both ways. Next message. Loving you is the most natural yet scary thing I've ever done. And maybe they just weren't used to giving their all in a relationship. They weren't used to having this kind of love in their life. And here you come along, being the ultimate person that they could have fallen in love with, and they didn't know what to do with it, perhaps. Might have freaked them out, and it does say that here. It scared them. But it's the best thing that's ever come into their life. Next message. It really hurts me to have to keep my distance, but I just can't give you what you deserve at this time. Okay? So this might come forward as a trigger for some of you. And it hurts them to actually keep their distance. And this simply means that they've got more work to do on themselves. This simply means that they are not done with this awakening process, that they're not ready for ascension when it comes to the partnership, which is why, again, with the Temperance card, it all comes down to timing. Patience is needed. So just because they're coming through with this right now, that doesn't mean they're going to be there forever. I don't feel that. Ultimately, I still feel when the time is right, you guys can come back together. Next message. Your soul is always with me and mine is guiding you. We are always together in spirit, even though physically we may be apart. That's because you guys are spiritually connected. You're still so pulled to each other. Even from a billion miles away, you guys would feel each other's presence. Next one. I am your not so secret admirer. I know that you know that I'm always checking up on you. And that's why y'all are constantly on social media. You know, that is definitely coming through here. Last one. You can't imagine how much I love you. You are the woman/man that every man/woman desires. I know that I can count on you, and I will show you that you can count on me too. And maybe this is part of the problem why you guys fell apart. You know, you couldn't count on each other. But they're coming through here now, letting you know that you can depend on them. The love is real. The love is here. The love never went away. Okay. So that's what's coming through from that. All right, guys. So I'm guided to pull from the Twin Flames and Soulmates, Shadow, Soul, Truth, and Desire messages. Continuing to add to the messages here. Angels and spirit guides for all signs for this reading, for whoever needs it. Whether you identify with a twin flame or a soulmate, doesn't really matter. If the messages resonate, then take from it what's meant for you. All right, let's see what comes through from here. Angels and spirit guides, please. We've got one. We'll grab a few. And as always, take what resonates. Okay. First one. You are my addiction, my ultimate high. Which is why there's that pull. Because they're addicted to you. They want you. They want you still. And no, your relationship hasn't been perfect. And yes, there were third parties and there were trust issues. But now they've come to realize it's like, okay, you're it for me. You are my addiction. I'm addicted to you. Next one. Would it help if you spanked me to take out your frustration? Well, for some of you guys, maybe it would. Next one. I have very dirty, kinky sexual dreams about you. There you go. They're still thinking about you in and out of the bedroom. Last one. I want to kiss you intensely and rip off all your clothes. Well, hello. There you go. So that's coming forward from your person. The intimacy that you guys had once shared, they're definitely still picking up off of that vibe. Very sexual in energy. They desire you still. And maybe you really needed to know that and hear that. These messages as well contributing to the triumphs. Just knowing that the person that you're focused on at this time still wants you in this way. Maybe you had your doubts about that. You know, especially with third parties in the mix, making you question. It's like, well, if they could be with this person, would they still want to be with me in that way? And yes, they do. They absolutely do. All right, guys. So let's close this out with some final messages here. Actually, I wanted to grab from the angel answers. So whatever question you have in mind for this particular reading, go ahead and ask your question. And let's take a look and see what the angels bring forward here. And take these final messages with a grain of salt. It really depends on what your question is. So let's take a look and see what comes forward here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for this reading, what are the answers to your questions? We have choose a new direction for some of you. We have big happy changes coming through here. We also have abundance. Love it. Abundance, of course, comes in many forms. That includes money, of course, but love as well. Abundance of love from this person. Whatever chaos you guys have going on, we've got big happy changes that are reflected here. And for me, part of this energy coming from this particular card, choose a new direction, is simply letting us know that the old direction that you guys were going was not working. That's why it fell apart. So it's time for you guys to switch up. Turn the corner. Travel a different road. Because that's what's ultimately going to create this ascension towards better, towards happiness, towards this reconciliation. All right, guys. So that's what I've got this time around. I hope whatever part of this reading resonated with you, that it helped you out. And if you're interested in your own personal private reading, all of that info is down below in the description box. Thank you guys, as always, for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.